A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 to 8. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Jesus told them a story showing that it was necessary for them to pray consistently and never quit. He said, "There was once a judge in some city who never gave God a thought and cared nothing for people. A widow in that city kept after him, 'My rights are being violated. Protect me.' He never gave her the time of day. But after this went on and on, he said to himself, 'I care nothing what God thinks, even less what people think. But because this widow wouldn't quit badgering me, I'd better do something and see that she gets justice. Otherwise, I'm going to end up beaten black and blue by her pounding.' Then the master said, 'Do you hear what that judge, corrupt as he is saying? So what makes you think God won't step in and work justice for his chosen people who continue to cry out for help? Won't he stick up for them? I assure you, he will. He will not drag his feet. But how much of that kind of persistent faith will the Son of Man find on the earth when he returns?" The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflection according to St. Luke chapter 18 verse 1 to 8. Converse with the one who walks with us. The Gospel promises that God will grant justice to those who cry to him day and night, cf. Luke 18 verse 7. This is the mystery of prayer, to keep on crying out, not to lose heart, and to keep our hands raised in prayer to God. This is the model of prayer that Jesus gives us in the Gospels. To pray is to struggle. Prayer is an indispensable condition to live one's mission in full. It is the primary source of power for the proclamation of the Gospel. Followers of Jesus are called to be men and women of prayer who nourish faith in an enduring bond with the Lord. A widow's insistent pleading with a dishonest judge succeeds in obtaining justice from him. In Jesus' words, if the widow was able to convince the judge, how much more will God listen to us when we make our requests with persistence? Crying day and night to God. This image of prayer is so striking, but we ask ourselves, why does God want this? Doesn't he already know what we need? What does it mean to insist with God? God invites us to pray insistently, not because he is unaware of our needs. On the contrary, our constant prayer keeps us aware of a God who walks with us and never leaves us alone. Good friends who walk together do not remain silent, rather, they talk. Our prayer is our conversation with the one who walks with us. Therefore, pray always, but not in order to convince the Lord of our desires. He knows our needs better than we do. Indeed, persevering prayer is the expression of faith in God, who calls us to fight with him to conquer evil with good. Pope Francis thus explains the Gospel: let us learn from the widow of the Gospel to pray always without growing weary. This widow was very good. Think of the many women who fight for their families, who pray and never grow weary. Today, remember these women who, by their attitude, provide us with a true witness of faith, courage, and a model of prayer.